I'm the review reviewer. You review it, I review you. This is my partner, Mr. It. Today, we'll be looking at FootofaFerret's video on the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Wow. It actually happened.
He did it.
I did it?
He did it.
It's not a professional review or anything, but I have to talk about this.
You're putting your thoughts about a piece of media on a public forum. It counts!
So, for a quick recap, the FNAF movie, based on the indie horror game series where you play as a security guard in a haunted Chuck E. Cheese type place, was first announced back in 2015.
Which is crazy to me because that was only a year after the first game released. Yeah, Scott cranked out those games fast.
The day it released in theaters, I, of course, stayed home and watched it on Peacock.
Oh, that lovely pandemic-caused release strategy.
Peacock. Piss.
If I had a nickel for every video we reviewed this month where Foafy randomly makes a piss joke, I'd have 2 nickels.
Oh, and there was that one time where he thought a kid was getting abducted when they really weren't, so he absolutely pummeled the kid's dad right in front of him.
Is it police brutality when it's just a security guard?
Mike was somehow not arrested for this.
To be fair, this video was just made when the first movie came out, but that game sprite actually corresponds to a different character in the films now.
All while his cartoonishly villainous aunt is trying to gain custody of Abby for some vague financial benefit.
Yeah, that was a weird plot point.
A character who rouses absolutely no suspicion whatsoever when he reads Mike's name, stops speaking mid-sentence, starts sweating, and is very obviously played by the person we already know is supposed to be William Afton, the serial child-murdering main villain of the entire FNAF franchise, so if they were hoping to make this a plot twist, they're not doing a great job hiding it. But I digress.
This really is the problem with modern film journalism. If it wasn't announced that Matthew Lillard was playing Purple Guy beforehand, then this scene would have been just an immediate indicator that something was hanky.
These are real practical effects made by Jim Henson's Creature Shop that are both animatronics and mascot costumes, which is... oh, that's getting a little too real for comfort, to be honest.
Okay, so I get the joke here, but these guys aren't exactly like in the game. Where the game versions are fully functional animatronics that can be used as mascot costumes, the IRL versions are just the costumes with some animatronic components to make the facial features function. They kinda need the people to work.
But anyway, while working his job at Freddy's, Mike meets a local cop named Vanessa, who's an absolute FNAF nerd, dude. She knows all the lore.
You joke, but as Magpie was on set, the other actors legitimately swamped him with questions so that they could get everything right.
But then, Vanessa and Mike catch on that the animatronics want to make Abby like them. That is to say, they want to kill her and stuff her into an animatronic suit.
Sorry, Foafy, but the Circus Baby tease will have to wait for the second movie.
But then the group realizes that the animatronics are under Afton's control because they don't remember that he killed them. So Abby draws a picture of Afton killing them, which makes them remember that Afton killed them, so then they turn on him. I don't know, man.
I'll admit I haven't actually watched this film since it came out, but I remember this being one of those instances of it made sense in the moment with how the film presented it, but it kind of falls apart when you think about the logistics.
We get the moment all FNAF fans were waiting for. The iconic Springlock failure death scene from FNAF 3.
Me. Could be worse. Could have been the Sonic fandom excited to see a 12-year-old girl get shot down.
What do you mean I'm forgetting someone? No, those were all the cameos. Huh? Matthew Patrick? But Matthew Patrick isn't real.
He is real, and he will hurt you.
Someone tell me what's going on.
Why, this is a crime scene, and you're the victims.
She, her brother, and a couple other people break into the pizzeria to vandalize the place and try to get Mike fired.
I never really got this plan. The idea to get the night guard fired was to break in broad daylight. I know the movie mentions that Mike can still be liable for it if he left the place unlocked, but that was not part of the plan.
This movie, to some extent, expects you to come in already knowing the FNAF lore.
I would kinda argue the opposite, actually. This movie really does its own thing with the lore, so knowing it may cause people to get more confused if they can't let the game lore go.
And in the lore of the game, this Mike should basically be the same Mike we see in the FNAF movie, but he's not.
I swear the game theory team deserves a writing credit on this franchise, because none of this is made clear in the games. To be honest, I feel like a lot of game theories about FNAF are often considered canon by the fandom because there are no clear answers one way or the other.
Why? Why would they create a new character to retcon an entire trio of absolutely integral members of the FNAF canon and make her virtually identical to another FNAF character who's completely unrelated?
See, this is exactly what I was talking about. Because Foafy is more familiar with the lore of the games, he's unable to accept the completely different movie canon.
Clearly what we're dealing with now is some kind of alternate universe timeline of FNAF lore, which is... Oh, that's terrifying. Oh, poor Matt, dude.
Not his problem anymore. Now it's Tom's and technically Lee's problem.
How this timeline is going to progress in future films, and if it will ever sync up or cross over with the games and books, that's completely yet to be seen.
God, I hope it doesn't cross over. FNAF lore is stupid enough as is without making the movies required viewing.
Now, I promise I'm not going to make any more FNAF videos for a while. I'm serious. I'm going to do something happier, like Bluey, Animal Crossing, Adventure Time, just something else.
Ah yes, happier. Like stories of miscarriage, financial debt, and losing one's sanity. This video's fine. Pretty basic breakdown of the film from someone honestly just super entrenched in the theory space of this franchise. I'm the reviewer. You review it, I review you. Welcome! It is a pleasure to meet you, the heir to Vikar's power, and his most gifted apprentice. Oh, and I guess you're here too. So, you sent Millie for us, Mr... Ah, of course, forgive me. My name is Amadeus, amateur sorcerer and master assassin. Oh, relax. If I wanted you dead, you wouldn't have even made it past the door. Rules of the council hall and all that. No, the reason I asked you here is because I noticed you signed up for the tournament. Me. Well, you see, Vikar and I used to be pretty close back in the day. And as a sort of overdue favor to him, I'd like to recommend that you drop out.
And why would we do that?
Well, it's just that there are some unsavory individuals in this thing that would remember the faces that tried to get in their way. I'd hate to see you receiving the full brunt of a god's power. If anything, that just proves why we should stay in the tournament. We're not gonna let those relics fall into those kind of hands. I'm sure you won't. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. I do appreciate you taking the time to speak with me. I look forward to seeing the two of you in the tournament. Oh, believe me, you'll see all of us in the tournament, and we'll win. I mean, technically only one of us will, but you get my point. Me. I'm sure he was actively trying to piss me off. The real annoying thing about it is that it fucking worked! Not to mention the gall to suggest that we drop out!
Remember, reviewer, it's too much effort to get angry.
Right.
Besides, if Master Vikar's stories are anything to go by, Amadeus isn't even worth getting angry at.
So he wasn't talking out of his ass back there.
Not about Master Vikar, at least. Amadeus was a part of his adventuring party for a brief time. Me. If I recall correctly, he was kicked out due to his preferred method of dealing with problems.
Since he called himself a master assassin, I assume his solutions involved one or more deaths.
Also, he apparently had a thing for Master Vikar.
Me.
Unrequited, from what I understand.
Oof, now I almost feel bad for him. Well, in any case, he's gonna be sorry he tried to get us to quit.